Maybe I can just go this way.
We gather here to mourn the loss of our beloved Najduddin. Taken too soon from this world. I know you feel sorrow and pain at his passing, but you should not. For just as we are all brought forth from the womb, so too must we all one day pass from this world. It is only natural, like the rising and the setting of the sun. Take this moment to reflect on his life and give thanks for all the good he did. Know that one day you will stand with him again in paradise. As you know, this man was murdered. We have tried to track his killer, but it has proved difficult. These creatures cling to the shadows and run from any who would face them fairly. But not today, for since one stands among us, he mocks us with his presence and must be made to pay. Seize him! Bring him forward, that God's justice might be done!
Oh snap. So let's try this running thing. Run for a bit so I can wean out the guards. And use good old throwing knives. Why not? Go, just go head on. Probably the wisest move, but I'd rather go head on. It's just stuck there. Not anymore. I better not lose now. Oh, come on. Just climb up here to heal a bit. That's all I wanted to do. Wait, no, it's dead. There we go.
I would see your eyes before you die.
I sensed you expected someone else.
What sorcery is this?
No sorcery. We knew you'd come. Robert needed to be sure he'd have time to get away.
So he flees.
We cannot deny your success. You have laid waste to our plans. First the treasure, then our men. Control of the Holy Land slipped away. But then he saw an opportunity. to reclaim what has been stolen, to turn your victories to our advantage.
Al-Mualim still holds your treasure, and we've routed your army before. Whatever Robert plans, he'll fail again.
Ah, but it's not just Templars you'll contend with now.
Speak sense.
Robert rides for Arthur to plead his case that Saracen and Crusader unite against the assassins.
That will never happen. They have no reason to.
Have, perhaps. But now you've given them one. 9, in fact. The bodies you've left behind, victims on both sides. You've made the assassins an enemy in common and ensured the annihilation of your entire order. Well done.
Not 9. 8.
What do you mean?
You were not my target. I will not take your life. You're free to go, but do not follow me.
I don't need to. You're already too late.
We'll see.
It's a good thing you didn't kill her, because she's kind of important. Look, if none of you know who that is, that's Maria Thorpe. She's a Templar, but she becomes an assassin and later becomes Altair's wife and gives birth to Darim and Seth, I think they are, who are the ancestors, two more ancestors of Desmond and Subject 16. So yeah, kind of important that he didn't do that. Otherwise, the rest of the game kind of didn't happen. The rest of the stuff couldn't happen. Yeah, that was bad. Oh shit, there's a few people there. No, Subject 16 isn't a descendant of Altair, that's right. 16 is a descendant of Ezio, not Altair. Ezio's two kids are the two separate ones. Because Desmond is a descendant of Ezio's son, I think, and then 16's Ezio's daughter. I think. I'm not 100% on that. That's what I remember. Let's get to this. This fun bit.
It was a trap.
I had heard the killer returned to chaos. What happened?
Robert de Sable was never here. He sent another in his stead. He was expecting me.
You must go to Al-Mualim.
There's no time. She told me where he's gone, what he plans. If I return to Masyaf, he might succeed. And then, I fear we'll be destroyed.
We have killed most of his men. He cannot hope to mount a proper attack. Wait, did you say she?
Yes, it was a woman. Strange, I know. But that's for another time. For now, we must focus on Robert. We may have thinned his ranks, but the man is clever. He goes to plead his case to Richard and Salah ad-Din, to unite them against the common enemy. Against us.
Surely you are mistaken. This makes no sense. These two men would never.
Oh, but they would. And we have ourselves to blame. The men I've killed. Men on both sides of the conflict. Men important to both leaders. Robert's plan may be ambitious, but it makes sense. And it could work.
Look, brother. Things have changed. You must return to Masyaf. We cannot act without our master's permission. It could compromise the Brotherhood. I thought you had learned this.
Stop hiding behind words, Malik. You wield the creed and its tenets like some shield. He's keeping things from us. Important things. You were the one told me we could never know anything, only suspect. Well, I suspect this business with the Templars goes deeper. When I'm done with Robert, I will ride for Masyaf that we may have answers. But perhaps you could go now.
I cannot leave the city.
Then walk amongst its people. Seek out those who served the ones I slew. Learn what you can. You call yourself perceptive. Perhaps you'll see something I could not.
I don't know. I must think on this.
Do as you must, my friend. But it's time I ride for Arsuf. Every moment I delay, our enemy gets one step ahead of me.
Be careful, brother.
I will be. I promise.
Okay, now yeah, I am gonna have to ride here, and it's actually it's pretty important, so I'm not gonna cut this out for you guys, because the whole trip it's part of the part of the game. But I know the riding before is part of it, but that's just boring. But this should be more interesting, because what I remember this fighting that I have to do. I like how I get to that building and then no one cares anymore. Like no one cares that I just killed or tried to kill someone, a high dignitary or whatever, an important figure in Jerusalem's city. Fail. I don't care about these guys now because they can't really do anything to me because I'm just gonna ride. Oh, why is there a big train? I like it when there's a big trail of people along there, so you can just do a whole bunch of bowling. Kingdom. Yeah, that's right, go.
Selecting the hidden blade during fight will allow you to quickly dispatch an enemy thrown to the ground.
Cool story, bro.